first, everything feels sculpted, almost rigid, like the body is being protected or transformed. Nothing feels accidental here. And then something shifts, and suddenly the silhouette starts to breathe. Hello, my dear fashion enthusiasts. Today I'm delighted to welcome you on Brandibay Fashion for the Niccolò Pasqualetti Fall Winter 2026 fashion show, presented during Paris Fashion Week. Very quickly, you will notice that this collection doesn't treat clothing as something separate. It feels like an extension of the body itself, almost like a second structure. From the very first looks, the silhouettes appear almost architectural. You will observe how the garments don't simply follow the body, they redefine it. There's something very controlled here, almost protective, and yet it never feels heavy. One of the most striking elements is the use of fine metallic wires. Wrapped around the neck, the torso, sometimes the arms, you will notice how these pieces blur the line between jewelry and garment. They feel like armor, but also incredibly delicate. And honestly, it works surprisingly well. Very quickly, the construction becomes more experimental. You will discover pieces that seem almost sculpted rather than sewn. A knit worn with a single sleeve tied, while the other flows freely like a scarf. There's a sense of movement here. Something slightly unexpected, almost playful. Materials play a central role in this collection. Treated canvas brings structure, almost like a framework, while knits introduce texture, inspired by alligator patterns. You can really feel that tactile dimension. And then the silks, worked in a way that imitates fur, creating a soft illusion but through technique. Accessories are never secondary here. They are part of the construction. You will notice how metallic elements interact directly with the body. Not added but integrated. It reinforces that idea of clothing as something alive, something that belongs to the body. There's also an interesting play on volume. Instead of hugging the body, silhouettes often create space around it. Cocoon shapes emerge through inverted pleats, lifting the garment slightly without losing lightness. And this is where the collection becomes really interesting, because it constantly balances opposites: structure and fluidity, raw textures and refined finishes. As the show evolves, you will see more luminous pieces appear. Long dresses covered in sequins, reflecting the light in a very subtle way. Never excessive, but instead of classic heels, they are paired with flat shoes, almost grounding the look in reality. And I find that contrast particularly strong. Overall, this collection feels deeply conceptual, but also surprisingly wearable. Niccolò Pasqualetti explores the relationship between body and garment with precision, almost like building a dialogue between structure and emotion. There are moments that feel very controlled, maybe even a bit rigid. But at the same time, this discipline gives the collection a very strong identity. I'll let you now experience the show in its entirety. Enjoy the runway, and let yourself observe every detail. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to hear what you think about this collection. Take care, and stay inspired.